What's going on? It's December 6th, 2021. 19 days for Christmas. Man, these days just, they just run together like a freight train. We need to make some money, honey. Let's go, baby. God, I hope you had a good day yesterday. If you were anywhere close to Chesterfield, Missouri, you did. Oh, my. Oh, my. I only seen one other Sunday that was as busy as yesterday, and that was the first weekend of the NFL season. You know, I got a late start that day, you know, and I remember I only had $80 in at like 6:15 or something. And, you know, I worked to 11:15 or something like that. It made $282. I mean, it was so busy that day. Well, yesterday was exactly the same. I got an early start. Man, it was busy during the lunch rush. Oh, baby. I had like $146 in at 2 o'clock, and I started at 10 o'clock. Do the math. Do the math. That was good. Then I did a rally killer. Let me tell you about my rally killer. You can be on a roll, baby, and then you get greedy. You can get greedy, baby. You get greedy, you know, because you're trying to get to your goal, right? I'm trying to get, you know, my goal yesterday altogether was to make $210, you know, because that would have put me at 900, and that was good enough because I took 2 days off last week, and you know, I think I had about 700 going in, and I was like, you know what, I need to get home and get some rest, because, you know, right now I'm driving to work in my W-2 job, and you know, it's like 6 a.m. You know, but so I've got $146 in. It's 2 o'clock, and you got to watch out for the rally killer, baby. I took a rally killer. What's a rally killer? A rally killer is a delivery that's gonna stop your roll. I mean, I was on a roll. Like I said, I had 146 in. For whatever reason, I did a bunch of IHOP deliveries yesterday. Matter of fact, the last time I went into IHOP, the lady saw me, walked in with the bag without asking me who it was for or anything. Just, are you picking up for Alexander or whatever? Yeah, here you go. So you're on top of it. You're on top of it, lady. It paid $12.50, and that's all I was thinking about was the $12.50. You know, for 11 miles. Never should. Don't compromise your miles to money that much ever. Unless you're going home. But ding, ding, ding. That's all I was thinking about, the money. And it was going to Grover, right? Which is a hidden tip area with a big grocery bag full of food. You know, so there was a pretty good chance for a hidden tip, but the miles of money wasn't there for that. You know, as far as that still wouldn't have made it worth it. You know, and you can, when you get greedy, you can rationalize and justify the most outrageous sort of nonsense. You know, I really do like working that west side of Manchester. I do. You can make a lot of money picking up at those restaurants, Pasta House, you know, Freddy Cheeseburgers, even freaking McDonald's, all that group of restaurants right there, even Chipotle, all that group of restaurants right there, down to Grover. You go down to Grover, you might get a Wild Hood Pub, you might get Hoot Hot House, you know, and just working that corridor. Boy, you can, because that's an affluent area. You can make some money doing that. I've done 2 Fridays in a row down in that corridor. It just killed it. So that was all my rationalized and justification for doing it. And yeah, I got down there, I delivered it, no hidden tip. Now I did get a 625 mile-and-a-half delivery right out of Wildwood down there from Walgreens. It made it a little bit better. I guess that made it $18 for 13 miles. Still not good enough, baby. And then what happens when you do that, you take yourself out of a busy area to another area, and you're rolling the dice thinking that it's going to be just as busy down there, and sometimes it's just not, you know. And that's what happened, man. There was nothing going on down there. I mean, nothing. I delivered that Walgreens delivery, nothing. I mean, I stopped, I got something to eat, click, 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 nothing. I ended up driving all the way back to Clarkson at 40, click, click, nothing. I didn't get an order that was worth taking for 50 minutes. I did take advantage of it. You know, I got something to eat and all that. And I needed a break. I didn't know I was going to need a break, because, boy, that just drains you. When you're really, really busy, and then you just don't get an order. But thinking back, that's exactly what happened that Super Bowl Sunday. Not Super Bowl, the first week of the NFL season. That's exactly what happened that day. I only had like $83 in that day, and ended up making $282. That's exactly what happened. Because it just exploded, baby. It was so busy last night that I had to pause the app while I was delivering food, because I couldn't get the food delivered. Because the orders were coming in so fast and so furious, you know. And you always want to have an order in the queue. That's one of the biggest things that I'm working on right now. Because I'm always working on something, baby. But that's one of the biggest. But I had to stop because there were too many orders coming in. I had to pause one app when I was working on the other app a few times last night, because the orders were just coming in too fast. Uber Eats must have some kind of promo coming in. I did $70 with them last night. I ended up making $348 last night, and I was still home by 10:30, and I got something to eat on the way home. So just insane. You know, I hope you killed it too, man. You know, yeah, another full-time day, another 300. Here in St. Louis, in areas like St. Louis, you know, you should be making $100 when you work part-time, and $300 when you work full-time. And I do it every single day. Every single day. Now, if you work in a bad area, you know, there's no magic trick, there's no magic tip that's going to get you there. You have to have a good zone, man. You have to find one. You know, I say it quite often. Right now, I'm driving from way out in the country where I live to the city. Why? Because that's where the business, that's where the activity is. You know, not just for DoorDash, but for my other job. I can't find work out with my other career out where I live either. You know, I have to drive the dash. That really should be the name of my channel. I drive the dash. You know, so I ended up making like $1,050 last week, which with my other job makes it that I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life for the third week in a row. With taking 2 days off last week. Made $800 on the weekend. And I only worked part-time on Friday. Just insane. And Sunday was amazing. There's no other way to put it, but amazing. And what if I wouldn't have done the Raleigh Killer? I would have been so much better off I've done a 625 2-point-something mile delivery. That stupid delivery I did. But I got greedy, man. I just saw the 1250. You know? And then, because it went to another area that I've had success in, I rationalized and justified the most outrageous sort of nonsense. But you got to watch out for the Raleigh Killer, baby. I took a Raleigh Killer. You know, it's like a double play in baseball. It's like an interception in football. You know, it's like a holy peddler, you know. It ended up being okay because you got to keep the faith, baby. You got to keep the faith. I could easily went home when I didn't get an order for 50 minutes. But I know better, baby. I know better. I knew I was at least going to make my 210, but right when I got the 210, there was no way I was going home. I mean, I never seen anything like it. I've talked about it recently that it's been so slow at times recently. I'm like checking my phone, to make sure the apps are still on. Yeah, especially Uber Eats. Did I turn that off? Did I pause that? Did I get paused? No. And that's kind of how I felt for 50 minutes when I didn't get a delivery. That's my fault, baby. That's my fault. I took a rally killer. Don't let that 1250 make you take a delivery you shouldn't take, man. Don't make, now that I look back at it, yeah, I shouldn't have done it at the time. I'm at 146. That's going to get me to almost 160 by 230. I should get something down there, blah, blah, blah. I can get to 300. I can get to 200. Or by 4:30, 5 o'clock. It got so busy after the fact, I ended up getting to 190 by 5 o'clock. Even with the 50-minute lull. That's insane. That's insane, man. when I think about it, that's insane. And then made 160 in about 4 hours after. $40 an hour. Crazy. And one of those deliveries was a go-home delivery. I made 335, and I was just driving home, or actually it was 330 or 328 or something like that, whatever it was, 330 or whatever it was. And I'm like, I think I only need about $15. It was actually $17 to get to 350. So if I get a $15 delivery, I'm going to take it. Sure enough, because this is how it works sometimes. I get a $15 offer right after that from Uber Eats. Whoa, baby. Some days it works like that, man. Not every day. Not every day. That's for sure. Like Friday and Saturday were grinds, baby. Grinds. And even part of yesterday, like after the 50-minute lull, that was grind. I was doing a bunch of 625 deliveries, man. One after another after another. I still had about an hour and 10 minutes to get to 5, and or an hour and 20 minutes to get to 5, and that hour and 20 minutes mostly was filled with grind deliveries. One of them, I actually did in that time have a Walmart grocery delivery. I did 3 of those yesterday. You might say, are you kidding me? 3 Walmart deliveries? Oh, you're stupid. I think those 3 deliveries paid like $50 for 20 miles. I mean, it was that bad. I mean, they were that good. And there only one time that I had to make 2 trips to the house. And that was my choice. I didn't want to squish the bread. Yeah. $16.50 for 3 miles, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna take those, baby. I'm gonna take those. Yeah, all day long. I wish that's all I had. Other than having to deal with Walmart, I wish that's all I had. But I wouldn't want to deal with Walmart exclusively. That's why I don't do Spark. Because I don't want to deal with Walmart all the time. Three times a day is enough. But I will do Walmart deliveries when they make sense. When they make sense. I got a bunch of $12, 11-mile offers from them yesterday, and I didn't take them because that's not what I do, baby. But they got me right at the wrong time, man. I was doing so good. I said, you know what? Man, I'm just going to take this. Man, traffic's all backed up. What a great day. What a great day. I just wanted to share it with you. Watch out for the rally killer, baby. Watch out for the rally killer, baby. You can take a rally killer, kill your rally. You don't want to do that. Don't compromise your miles to money for greed. Don't do it, baby. Don't do that. You can still make up for it. Everybody makes mistakes. You're going to make a couple of mistakes every single day. You know? But you don't have to. I'm going to put a tips video out. I swear I am. I'm going to put one out maybe tonight after work. Depends on how tired I am. I'm a little tired than I wanted to be today. I wanted to be home by 9 o'clock. Instead, I got home around, I really wanted to be home between 8 and 9. And I ended up getting home about 10, 15. That's with getting something to eat on the way home. But yeah, I'll take it. $348 on a Sunday.